Okay, we're going to cover the most important part of installation of a sonar device. First one is right here, this part. This sharp edge right there can damage your wire. So make sure you don't use any, use hand tools only to put the screws in when you're installing this part. That way if the wire goes out of alignment and it starts being severed by the connection part right here, this kind of like a oval or look like a mouth, it can cut the wire, damage it. So you will notice it if you're using hand tools. Other important part is when it came to the electrical part, I recommend if you have a fuse panel, control panel, to use this kind of connection. I do not know the name of it, but basically you crimp them on, use the crimper, and then when you go to the control panel, you will see some connections. The upper ones are positive and lower one, all the ones that are on the bottom are the negative. Use a voltmeter to confirm that. Uh, to crimp the tiny wires, we use these. It may come in your device. It may come with it, and you put the wires in and squeeze it in. These wires are real tiny. Uh, if you don't have these, you can use the clip-on that are sold at Walmart. In the section they sell trailer materials. These just clamp on. You open them up and you clamp them on, and you can use that. So let's go to the rest of the highlight. I'm going to show you the fuse panel hopefully. Okay, as far as the transducer is concerned, it needs to be in a water that is not being that is not turbulent, so there's no turbulence. Also, if your vessel gets grounded and hits the ground and you get stuck in the shallow water, it should not rest on this piece. And when it comes to tightening this part, it needs to be where if it hits the ground or an object, it can click and move out of the way. Here's the noise it will make. So if it's like this and it hits something, it will pop up and get out of the way. Make sure you don't get it tight enough that it doesn't do that. You can use these, I don't know what you call it, but anyway, we got the wires all snug over here, and make sure I used in the past. I've used high, like a GE brand silicone, but put something in there so you stop the leak as you put your screw in. Okay, so that's another important part. Then the wire, obviously, from here it goes in here. When it comes out, we have to fish. Well, you have to excuse the air show. We have an air show going on at the same time. But here's the connections that you need. Oh, we're waiting for the plane to go by. But if you just plug into these, this is the negative. Right here is the negative, and then a higher one above it is the positive on that switch. So they just plug in. You just plug it in, okay? And you see the crimp we did right here. and this is the fuse that came with it. So use your voltmeter to confirm your positive and negative. While we're at it, if you notice, these are very oily because I have sprayed it with anti-corrosion. I don't want the control panel ever go out on me. Now, if we turn, all the wires go there to this area through that panel. Let me show it from the top. If you're able to see it. And then we got a fish that we push through, and we managed to get the wire. It's very dark. Get the wire through here. So that's what the transducer wire going to go through. Now the trick using this fish is, because when you fish, you need to be in this hole will go from here to back. So when you fish, the fish has a, if you notice, has a coil tendency. It coils on you. It kind of make a circle. Use that to your advantage. So follow that coil to the back of the boat, in opposed to going sideways. So position of fishing is very important. To simplify it, you have to stand over here behind the steering wheel to fish the wire, in opposed to standing to the side and fish the wire. Correct is stand behind the wheel and fish the wire, because it will use the coiler to your advantage and is going backward. The most important part is this is the end of the fish, and this is what I need to get through all the other connections. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have it like this. It's going to be like this, and then I'm going to use a bunch of electrical tape and make this as smooth as possible, or make it look like a bullet. This is what it looked like before I do anything. And then once I'm done, it will look like a snake head and smooth. Then I'm going to use Ajax or anything, the soap. You have to excuse the air show. I'm going to use the Ajax or anything to lube the wire, to get the wire through real fast and easy, to make it slippery. Anyway, I hope this will help somebody, and good luck. Next shot will be after I have wrapped this thing with electrical wire and made it my snake head. Okay, here's the bullet head right here. And I did not do as good of a job because this tag says if you remove it, it will void the warranty. And then normally I would have covered a lot more, and the head would be a lot smoother. It would be like a bullet, but this should do. We have lubed it already with soap, so we're going to go ahead and try to get it in. But very bad place for some kind of tag to be put on that I cannot remove, and it would be destroyed if I had done a full complete job of making that snake head here. But anyway, this should do it. It's a tiny connection, so hopefully it will get done. Okay, it only took 10 seconds, but here's the part. It's out. We already got a drill right here. We're going to put it through. So hard part is done. Rest of it is installation. Easy stuff. We also going to put this on right here like that. This is what it's going to look like to cover the hole. And while I'm at it, this is what I did for my CB radio, positive, negative, and used the trailer wire. I allowed 2 wires for negative and 2 wires for the positive. So that's another idea. Rest of this stuff is easy. This is where my radio goes, by the way. It plugs in, it drops in here. So the hard, again, most important part was direction of the fish. You have to stand behind the wheel to push the fish down, in opposed to sideway on this side, because you're using the circular. See, that has a tendency to loop, and I'm repeating myself, but the loop is causing problems. So use the loop to your benefit, because you're going from front to the back, and the loop will also kind of like loop back to the back, if it makes sense at all. All right, talk to you later. Okay, because of the real estate and we don't have enough room, we ended up putting this sideway. So with the unit attached, I put it sideway. I use markers to put holes to put it in like that, and we know where our hole is going to be. So make sure your unit is attached. Okay, that's what it's going to look like.